Derek said you've been a pest defensively in some of these practices. How much are you looking at that as your role here, kind of being a physical guy defensively? And, have they described what kind of role they're looking for from you?
No, for a fact. Speed up the other team, pressure them to make mistakes. Essentially, we just want to play so fast and so aggressive that the other team just can't keep up. That's what we want to have our identity as, and I'm trying to be one of the people that helps to push that identity.
How does that fit into your game, the way you like to play?
For a fact. I play fast. I'm a runner. I feel like I might be the fastest on the team. But I love transition, love playing fast, love speeding people up. So it's definitely something I can easily find myself, doing, contributing to the team.
What have you taken away from being around Canton since you got here, and what stood out about your leadership, especially as some of the newer guys like you?
No, for a fact. So I haven't really, obviously my first year, so I haven't really seen the comparison in terms of last year. But for a fact, I've seen he's more of a vocal leader for sure, and he stepped into that role nicely. So it's good to see that he's not uncomfortable, being in that position, and it's very easy to really follow his lead, especially being a vet, someone that has been here and understands what we're trying to accomplish.
Josh, you said that Joe kind of treats everybody differently, gets to know what makes them tick. How has your guys' relationship been, and have you guys had unique things that you connected with?
One more time, I'm sorry.
You said that I think you said that Joe looks at each guy, develops an individual relationship with them and treats them differently. So for the last couple weeks that you've been here, what's your relationship with Joe look like?
Oh no, for a fact. We have our humorous moments for sure, outside the court. But as mentioned previously, he really expects me to be that pest and be someone that takes pride in all areas of aggression, whether that be defense, rebounding, not being afraid to take an open shot. So that's the best I can probably answer that question.
Joe, in terms of your offensive role, you mentioned playing really fast. How do you envision it in terms of 3D, staying behind the three-point line, trying to cut off the ball, offensive rebounding? How do you think you can most impact the game offensively?
I'd say just maintaining spacing, helping to get targets open JB and Sam. Really just helping to progress the offense with my spacing, cutting, next action mentality, things like that. And when the ball comes my way, be ready to knock down open shots or finish at the rim.
And then coming into a new system, how, maybe not difficult, but what's the process of learning everybody's tendencies in terms of where Jalen likes the ball, where he likes to be, so you can then use that to adjust where you are?
It's been my fourth year in the league, so I've kind of seen it on the other end. So hasn't been too hard to adjust. Now I'm just not defending it. I'm trying to promote it, So I'd say in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I definitely understand all our tendencies and how best to use my skill set to put us in the best positions.
What were some of the things that kind of held you back in Minnesota that didn't give you the opportunity, and what's different here that's going to keep you?
I'd say Minnesota, I just had a learning role, Nothing wrong with it. There's a great development team over there. I really enjoyed my time, and I'm just using that knowledge that I gained over there to really translate here, especially on the defensive end, and taking that Minnesota, stress on defense for sure. It's a heavily defensive-minded team, so I'm just taking the principles I learned there and applying it here.
How different are those? You mentioned you've done some things here that you haven't done before. What's the biggest difference in this defense versus the one you were in?
There's a lot of similar tendencies, especially they added a low man here. So with that addition, it's really not too hard of a transition. A lot of help defense, which I specialize in for sure. It's really just picking up after your brother.